Okay, we are talking about the garage overhead door. If we come next door, we'll notice that all these doors are the same, so it would be reasonable to expect that same continuity. It's kind of hard to see through the doors sometimes. But what I'm noticing that on these doors on the first panel, that one's bent. That's not yours. But I'm seeing a lack of pull handles. They're supposed to have a pull handle on the inside and the exterior. On this door, we happen to have a pull handle on the interior. That's a good thing. Our optic sensors are closer to the ground than 6 inches. That is a good thing. But we notice that our control wires here, our low voltage control wires going to this opener optic sensors, these are not insulated staples. Insulated staples will pinch and cut the insulation, causing a short circuit, causing it to malfunction. Look up the installation instructions. That's all I can say. Another cool thing we got going here is we got warning notices posted inside the door and spring tension notices posted inside the door. The spring tension notices are supposed to be installed on the outside corners of the first panel, and they are. Okay, so now we're going to come across here. I'm going to undo it. We're going to come undone, man. Come on down. And this tells us that our door is relatively balanced. Okay, it tells us that the emergency works, and it tells us that our door is relatively balanced on the spring, so it shouldn't cause too much pressure to the door. Now, these doors are supposed to be lubricated about once every year or 6 months. Check the instructions. A lot of people don't realize that. And I'm not talking about that big old greasy stuff. I'm talking about that you can buy it online. Go to Amazon and they'll sell a can of it and just kind of spray it on there about once a year or however often they tell you to do it. I don't know, but I know that it's supposed to be lubricated. It's supposed to be maintained. We want to maintain our stuff. Okay, so we're going to move across here. Our control button is higher off of the ground, higher off the garage floor than 5 feet, so little hands can't get to it. That also is a good thing. We have also another warning notice posted next to the door like it's supposed to be. How about that? Now, our door is supposed to be GFCI protected, and I'm quite sure it is, but GFCI receptacles, protected receptacles, are supposed to be labeled as being such. Now, I don't know how that would confuse somebody so much up there on the ceiling. Is it a rule? Yeah. Is it a code? Yeah. It's a code. So, is it going to affect anybody's quality of life? Your guess is as good as mine. Now, this is pretty interesting. LiftMaster is a very good company I'm familiar with. But this switch has to be over 5 feet high, and it is. It's supposed to be within sight of the door, and it is. And that meets code. What supersedes code? The manufacturer's installation instructions. Those insulated staples, that's what supersedes code. Another thing that supersedes code is that LiftMaster, for whatever reason, I mean, it's kind of cool, but they've got an app that you can download. And you can download this app, and then you can open and close the door from the Department of Motor Vehicles, from Kroger, from HEB, from the post office, anywhere. You don't have to be there. All right, you just close the app. The reason why this button's supposed to be in here is so that you can see the door's operation in real time. In case any of your safety devices fail you, you are able to see what's happening to the door. Your car bumper is out a little farther and the door is coming down and bumping on it or whatever. But again, LiftMaster has convinced the International Code Council that they can install these apps. I had one client install a in-time camera, and I had another client tell me that when you operate the app, and I've never operated the app, but I've had a client tell me that when you operate the app, that it's everybody on the block knows that the door is going up and down, is what he said. He said it's pretty, alarms were going off, and I have no idea. I'm just making you aware of this. I'm bringing the conversation up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to engage. There it is. Can you hear that? Nice and quiet, huh? Well, you'll never sneak in the house tonight, I'll tell you that. Pretty loud. Pretty loud. Now, I've made a business decision to do no harm. And I do not do block tests. And that's on my inspection agreement that's posted on my website. It's on my inspection agreement that my dear client signed. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to do a block test for the safety reverse. The builder can show you a block test. The builder can demonstrate a block test to you. They have instructions, and I've also got instructions on how to do a block. There's instructions right there. So the builder can show that to you. They like to do that too. They like, I don't know, man, they just really get a kick out of it. You'll remind me, say, we didn't do our block test. And you'll say, oh, thanks for reminding me. He will. Watch you. And so, but what I'm saying here is that since I don't do block tests, what I do is I come across here with my big old flat zombie hoof, and I break the beam like a dancing fool, and then it goes into automatic reverse, and we know the automatic reverse works. I just do not do that block test that I've been writing and raving and talking and on and on and on about. So I'm going to come on over here and close sesame. All right, and then like a dancing fool, I come across the tundra, mile after mile, make it go into reverse. And so we do know the emergency reverse works. We do know that.